Today in Nutrition in the News, I want to talk to you about an important new scientific discovery. It seems that if you're lacking motivation to exercise, one possibility is that it might be your microbiome. So let's take a look at what's new. This study, published in the journal Nature, takes a look at microbiome-dependent gut-brain pathways and examines whether these can regulate our motivation to exercise. So what do they find? They find that the biggest difference in mouse running performance when they compare mice of different abilities at running is in fact their microbiome, nothing to do with their genetics. So they took a closer look at that and they tested treating mice with antibiotics. And they noticed mice that were treated with antibiotics, which kills their microbiome, lacked the motivation to run, and in fact performed at about half the performance of a mouse that was not treated with antibiotics. On the other hand, mice with happy microbiomes got twice the runner's high. So when they were looking at signals from the mouse gut, the mouse microbiome to the mouse brain, they can see a runner's high. So how's that occurring? There's a connection from microbiome in the gut to the brain, and that connection is via fatty acid amides. These fatty acid amides, which are produced by the microbes in your gut, healthy microbes in your microbiome, stimulate the CB1 endocannabinoid receptors. These are receptors that help give you that runner's high and help motivate you to run. This further enhances and stimulates dopamine responses in the brain and helps you to be motivated to run harder and faster for longer. So what can we do? Well, the obvious thing is if you're finding that you're lacking motivation or you're not feeling like you're performing at your peak, perhaps one of the things you might want to modify is your microbiome. And here are some strategies for improving your microbiome. The obvious one is to eat a high-fiber diet. A high-fiber diet is filled with prebiotic fibers. These fibers are found in fruits and vegetables, seeds and nuts, and they will feed your microbiome and help you create a happy microbiome. You can also eat probiotic foods such as yogurt or kimchi or sauerkraut or sourdough or kombucha. These are all probiotic foods that contain healthy microbes that will enhance the diversity and health of your microbiome and will actually decrease inflammation at the same time. Obviously, you want to avoid use of antibiotics because these can damage your microbiome, and if you have had treatment with antibiotics, you want to be very careful to rebuild your microbiome and rebuild your motivation. In addition to eating a high-fiber diet, it's really important that those fibers come from a variety of foods. The greater the variety of foods, the greater the variety of fibers, the greater the variety of microorganisms. And it has been shown that a great variety in your microbiome is what leads to microbiome health and overall performance. And last but by no means least, it's a really good idea to eat less added sugars and saturated fats. These in themselves can be damaging to your microbiome, as can alcohol, excess alcohol consumption, and smoking. So there you go, some quick hints for improving your microbiome and hopefully improving your motivation to run and perform at your very best.